off with NLDS, and that's how the Dodgers, they got kind of embarrassed by, I guess not embarrassed, by the Cardinals. And you had their best pitcher coming out there, Clayton Kershaw. You had Yasiel Puig not show up. And St. Louis has won a bunch. But, I mean, I was kind of surprised by that result. What do you think, Lucas?
Now that the Nationals lost, I wasn't surprised by anything. But what can you say about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, just game one was just super surprising to me, and I'm never going to say super surprising again. That's just not a good way to put it. But it was like a 9-8 game when you had two of the best pitchers in the league with Clayton Kershaw and Wainwright on the mounds. And then they turned around and used Kershaw again for game 4, so that they were really rushing them back because they were desperate. Now, this team fell down 2-0, so they lost their first 2 games at home. So they were really playing from behind. It just didn't seem like their manager had enough, wherewithal to just will them through the playoffs. Because most of the time, I don't really put too much stock in the manager. Who cares what order they're batting in? But in this, you got to play the small ball. Every pitcher that comes out counts. I mean, sometimes you got to go lefty, righty. You got to play those games. You got to play every game like it's going to be the last game of the season. And it just didn't seem like he did it. Now, there's another manager that did that in the other side. But before we get to that, I mean, St. Louis really, like I said, they just showed their experience. That was a big plus. They have been to the past 4 NLCSs. That's the championship series. So this round of the playoffs. And it showed. There's a reason why, because they know how to win. But on the other side, I know Lucas was into this series a little bit more than the other one. You had the Nats losing 3-1. And again, they fell behind 2-0 in the series. You had this crazy 18-game series. But I don't know, what would you say is the biggest reason that they lost this one?
And not enough playoff experience. You're looking at, they've been in the playoffs twice. Year before last, they made it first round, lost the first round again. You go back into it. It's really hard to say when you have a team that's by far the best team in the league, and we're stacked, and you just can't get it done. It's got to come down to just the experience and age. It's just like it's like Oklahoma City. They're stacked. They're a great team, but when it comes to the playoffs, they just can't seem to get it done.
Yeah, and he was referring to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which, again, they have Kevin Durant, so, I mean, they're amazing. You can't, Kevin Durant's on the squad. But, yeah, no, I mean, I bring it down more to it being Matt Williams' fault. That's really who I look as the focal point for the reason this team lost. Because when they brought Matt Williams in this year, they were like, hey, this guy's going to do all the little things to win games. He's going to play the small ball. He's going to do the bunts. He's going to move base runners over. He's really going to try to work those guys in there. And that's what I think I had a lack of. I mean, the last game they put, Barrett out there. Now, this guy, he was their strikeout guy during the regular season, but he's a rookie. I can't imagine putting a rookie out there, and I believe there's 2 men on base. There was like 2 outs. They were up by 1 run. And what happened? They got a hit, cleared the bases. They were down by 1 run, and they ended up losing the game by 1 run. I think it's more rookie mistakes from the manager than from any of the players. Because the pitching, you're right. It's all there. Strasburg, maybe not the best, but he was solid. Zimmerman had a great performance. Pfister came out and did well. Gio Gonzalez, again, I might have, gone Strasburg on short rest, but it just felt to me like Matt Williams was managing this series like he was still in the regular season, like he still had 100 games left. And that's not the right mentality.
Definitely right on that subject.
Wow, I'm glad you agree with me. Yeah. Because
if
you don't know...
it could have also been, I guess, things going to their head with how, I guess, surprisingly, they were just, out ahead going into this. They, for a long time, they were the only really guaranteed team in that league. And so maybe they got, maybe went to their head a little bit. Maybe they thought, we're secure. We can make it past at least the first round easy. Let's just give people some experience. Maybe that's why the rookie goes in, too. It's like, give them some experience handling this pressure because we got this. And they didn't got it.
Pride before the fall is what you're saying, huh?
Yeah, I'm wondering because towards the end of the year they didn't have the same kind of pressure that you might be expecting on a baseball team of that caliber or what they've experienced before because they had it locked in for the most part pretty early on. a little bit of pressure still, like up until the last few games.
I mean,
But
it was honestly,
pretty
yeah,
solid.
it was. The Atlanta Braves did fall back in August. They started really falling back, and the Nationals really started surging. I believe that's around when they had their 10-game winning streak. So yeah, so I don't know. Let us know what you guys think about the NLDS. And whose fault is it? Is it the Dodgers manager's fault? Is it Matt Williams' fault from the Nationals, or is it the players? Did they just blow it? I don't know. Let us know. Hit us up. Comments down below. Where's my face on Twitter and Google Plus and Facebook. I'm not gonna say all that.